Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Create Above and Beyond. Since we last left off, I've done some off-camera work as I usually do. So it actually turns out the limiting resource in our production of kinetic mechanisms wasn't the clay. It was actually the andesite generation. We just had a huge backlog from how long we had the drill going before the kinetic mechanisms were going that I didn't realize for a little bit. So, since we last left off, I added a second drill. It's a bit of a mess trying to add new drills down here and route it to the existing conveyor belt system because you have to work around the bedrock and stuff like that. But I got this set up here, and what I also did is I increased the speed of the drills. So the drills are operating, this drill's operating twice as fast as it used to. This one's, well, it's, same speed as that one, twice as fast as the old drill. So we should have, I don't know, like 3x or so. Probably not exactly 4x due to like piston and generation speed and stuff like that. But we have a decent amount more andesite generating now. So it's, I think, still the limiting resource, but less so. I still haven't changed the way the pistons are going with an observer or something like that. I think it's fine, okay? And if we need more, I'll add more drills and I'll make it work, but lots of gears going down here. I kind of messed it up for a second because when I undid this and tried to redo it, I ended up having this run in reverse for a few seconds, and I had to fix some stuff in the factory because this wire is back up to the top. Anyway, it's a whole thing. Let us actually not ride the conveyor belt back up, but instead I want to fetch some stuff in order to be able to make something called an eternal Stella. I think that's what it's called. Eternal, yeah. So these, I remember seeing them in Ragnamod, for those of you who saw that on Twitch and Captain Sparkles too. They make things unbreakable, and I think I should be able to just collect these resources. So I actually, when I was just getting some gold and iron and stuff in between episodes, I marked off some of these. Stella Arcanum, I believe, is what drops. I can break this, right? Oh, it's breaking really slowly. I'm like, okay. All right. That didn't break anything, did it? Cool, so that explodes. I'm really, really happy that I didn't find one down here and mine it. Oh, that would have been really bad. Okay, make sure to like the video for explosions. Help us reach, I don't know, 8 likes on this one. Pretty lofty goal, and subscribe to stay tuned for more of these videos. Okay, we also need the X-Petrified ore, so that's a little less dangerous. I just marked off a little trail here of cobblestone leading me back to the ones that I needed to collect over here. Now I know I should probably back off a little bit when I'm mining the Stella Arcanum. I'm glad I found a few. I was hoping that like Fortune on my pickaxe would be able to help us get more than one, but with it being a whole exploding thing, I'm starting to think I might just get one each time. No matter how many torches I put down in here, I swear, dude, it's just more and more and more mobs. So that is 3 of the X-Petrified orbs, and we already have 1 back upstairs, so that's good for us. Okay, here we, oh God, but if it's next to the other one, is it gonna, wait, come here. You ready? I don't think I've ever managed to slay a mob with an ore before. No! Oh, he has a ducky, actually, which I need for these. So thanks for your donation. No, my helmet! I'm gonna have to waste more iron on this. This is fine. Frick! Hold on. Let me get this guy, and then, wait for it. He do be coming. Oh, frick! Got him! Let's go! Wrecked. Okay, well, that's 3, and then there is 1 more over here. Thank goodness. I was like, we should be fine with just, those 3. But it's a good thing that I spotted some iron veins over here and decided to go grab them so that we will actually... Oh my God, dude. It's just relentless what I have to deal with down here. Again, no matter how many torches I put down, they just don't stop. They're everywhere. There is some more, actually. You know what? While we're over here, might as well get the iron. There were a bunch of mobs over here last time, and I was like, I don't want to deal with like 20 creepers that were all chilling over here. Hey. I'm not ready, dude. I build things in this. I'm not dungeon crawling. What the heck? Although I actually do totally want to check out. There is like a dungeon structure that I've mentioned several times and still haven't gone and explored it because I've been waiting for an episode to do so. It does turn out if we want to do the occultism storage system, which people are recommending and have been recommending for a little bit, I am gonna have to go to the end. Well, I don't have to go to the end. There's a way to work around doing that, but I was like, look, we can go to the end. That's not really a big deal. It'd probably be nice to have an elytra at some point here anyway, so I don't see why we'd try to avoid at all costs, right? And so I plan to look up a tutorial and get to know how the whole occultism storage system works, because apparently it's a really nice thing to be able to use, like before you get applied energistics up to a state where you can use that for storage. So I plan to look into it, but we'll save it for when we go and explore and, you know, get some endstone in the end. You just need endstone, it sounds like. And again, there's a way to get some kind of endermite that drops it beforehand, but it's like, it's just endstone. We'll do a little bit of exploration here anyway. So, okay, that's 4 of the stellarite pieces, 1 of the X-petrified, which means I should be able to make an eternal Stella, which... that's cool. I think I'll probably just apply it to the pickaxe, even though it has mending, because it'll just make it completely indestructible. And that'll be kind of cool, actually, to never have to worry about a pickaxe. I don't know if it's compatible with Tinker's Construct. And yes, I realize I should make a Tinker's Construct hammer or something like that. And I need to get a smeltery up and running at some point in the near future for brass and all of that. So it's something on the to-do list, but I feel like an indestructible pickaxe would be very nice. I take so much damage on the way up. So this is all actually just faster now, right? I increased the speed of the drill. The drill is what leads into the conveyor belt that brings us up to the top. Frickin' Enderman went and left a present for us in here. Okay, thanks. And so that sped up all the conveyor belts and sped up all the conveyor belts that this leads into. And that's anyway, so it's a combination. Some of the stuff got sped up. Some of the other stuff is going off of this here, which is directly from the windmill. And anyway, let me show you the factory. And again, I try to make it look nicer in between episodes. So I've got all the factory blocks down over here. So it's looking a little bit prettier, more cohesive. Also, turns out, thank you comment on the last episode and probably episodes before. You see that this is inverted? It turns out if you just put the light into a crafting table, it's permanently lit instead of you having to provide a redstone signal. So yeah, that would have made my life a little bit easier. So now I've got a lot more lights because I don't have to wire them up and everything is far easier. I don't need that torch anymore. So yeah, now instead of torches laying around, we have beautiful factory illumination all over the place. I also did double the speed on the millstone here, so we have more of the Skystone dust generation. We're up to 17 stacks there, so hopefully that'll be a good head start. This has still been generating. We're gonna need a stack of this to make some of the stuff that we're going for here. And all in all, things are still cranking. We're up to 88 stacks. It's moving a little slower, obviously, now that we got through the andesite buffer, but everything is still operating. And I was told, don't bother, getting full automation here because we're going to end up replacing this with crushing wheels in the not too distant future. So kind of just keep it status quo for now. Finally, what else did I do here? I decided at some point we're probably going to run out of stress. So I need to make it more stressful to be here, okay? Not enough stress. We need to introduce more stress in my life because I don't have enough. So we added a second windmill so that I could have more because I'm addicted to stress. So we have twice as much now, and that's great. So that pretty much covers what we're up to. Let's go ahead and make the Infinity Stella thing. Why don't we? So ores, we gotta get the 1x petrified, and then I think that's it, right? Like we just crushed it. All right, here we go. So Eternal Stella. Oh yeah, I need a couple emeralds. Let me get some of those. You know what I really need to be doing, and this is why an elytra would be really nice, is just trading for emeralds passively in between episodes. And either that or I need to like cart the villagers over here or something like that. So remaining right click uses. I don't know what happens if you right click it. I like right click it onto a pickaxe. No, I'm scared to do that because then it I feel like it won't work afterwards, but wait, it doesn't. What? I thought it was supposed to make things unbreakable. Does it have to be not? Oh, I wonder if the tool has to be full durability in order for you to be able to apply this thing. Frick, do I have to get this mended all the way? I have to get it mended all the way back up. Either that or it can't be pre-enchanted. Don't know which. We might have to figure this out in between episodes. Oh, also, I just realized it's only 2 of the stellarite pieces, so we can make another one of these at some point after I figure out if I can apply this one here, if it has to be a brand new tool. So like I said, did a bit more mining in between episodes. Don't have a chest full of diamonds. Say I did some off-camera mining, but one of these days I'll come back and I'll show a chest full of diamonds and be like, so I did a bit of off-camera mining, and that'll probably be at the point that we have a big old create drill running underground, because I'm sure we're gonna need one at some point. Gonna need a new helmet too. God, I'm gonna have to go through so much iron every time here. Frick. It'll actually be really nice to get to the end and go to some end cities and be able to get some good armor that way. But anyway, I also had some copper pressing down here, the iron from last time. So we need to make the next steps in our chapter 2 mechanisms. Okay, so first things first, we have like 2 different branches that we have to bring together here. So first thing, we need to get the Skystone in the next step of the process. So dissolving this strange reactive powder in water creates a fun and useful liquid. Looks very fun. And then we also need to start getting pure Certus quartz from the quartz seeds. So I guess we might as well get that going. I need a bit of sand to start with. So basically on our first step here, it says initially Certus quartz requires sand to be crafted. However, for full automation, eventually mechanical crafters will be nice. Obviously we're not making mechanical crafters yet, but I'm sure that we'll be there soon. Mechanical crafters, crushing wheels, all that good stuff. Crushing wheels to make singularities. I can't wait to do that. It should be great. And do I have any, I don't know if I have any additional sand generating somehow, but I know at some point we're gonna be like, oh, quest complete, temporary sand. Well, okay, don't be mean to the sand. Don't tell the sand it's temporary. It's gonna hurt the sand's feelings. So the way you get the seeds is you put some Certus quartz into a millstone and then hope it doesn't process further into here. It's probably gonna process further into here and then go into liquid, isn't it? If it starts going, I'm gonna have to, okay, it doesn't smell. So we're good. One of these days I'm gonna have to like split this into different stuff. Actually, you know what? I could even start using the millstone in there, and then it would be even faster. Let's do a little speed test. And the cool thing is, because it can't insert into one of the drawers, it'll just zoom off the end of the conveyor belt for us to, pick up. And here, wait, while we're waiting for that to finish up, a quick little speed test over here, because I made this thing go vroom. And when I saw that I like doubled the speed of a bunch of conveyor belts, I was like, oh, maybe we're gonna need some more, oh, that's always gonna be in progress on Skystone. Forget about it. I'm not gonna interrupt that process. I remember when we were setting it up and other things, contaminants got in the way. I don't want to deal with that. All right, so we got the Certus quartz dust, and let's just mix it with some of the sand. We got that. So it says that you can use water spouts if you want to make it go faster, and it looks like when you look at this inside of crafting recipes, you can do this. So I'm thinking a conveyor belt with 4 of these water spouts, and then like every time it goes to the next size, you basically take it to the next conveyor belt. So it might actually, okay, so 3 water spouts, and first thing, we need to get ourselves water pumping and maybe a storage tank. Okay, I'm thinking, I don't know, let's make 4 fluid tanks maybe, and then we'll see if we need any more. This is just gonna be a buffer, really, and I haven't really done much in the way of pumping fluids with Create, so I'm hoping that if you just have an infinite water source, it will work. Otherwise, we're gonna need to sort some stuff out. Oh, by the way, one more thing people have been trying to tell me is to use the casings in order to make things look a little bit prettier. So when you right click onto a shaft with a casing, it'll enclose it and make it look nicer. And yes, the ponder feature is the coolest thing of any mod ever, pretty much, and I don't really utilize it on camera in the episodes very often, but I do look at it, and so like this was just open exposed shaft. Instead I put a casing around it so you don't see through to like the dirt that's on the other side. So trying to, again, continue to beautify. Same with over here, for example, and a few other places and stuff like that. Okay, so I took the rotation input to the encased fan. I sped it up a couple times. It's running over to our infinite water source over here. And I'm hoping that if I do this, the pump will get hit by this cog here, and then we can put it into a fluid tank here. Went a little bit too high on that one. All right, so let's see. I'm like worried to put the pump before it's wired into the fluid tank. So let's try this here and see if it will connect. And wrong way, flip around. Are we getting water? Are we getting water? Hello? Water, please? Yeah, nope, frick. I forgot if it's a curved one or if it's going at an angle, you can't make it transparent, but there we go. It's working. We have a water source. Okay, and like that pump's going pretty quickly. So yeah, it should fill up really nicely. I don't know like what the volume of these tanks are, like what 1 block equals in terms of how many buckets. So we'll see how it goes, but this could be like, a nice buffer for us. And now from here, we've got to get a conveyor belt with the spouts for the Certus. So spouts require the copper machines that we were looking at last time. So we have to make one. It's the final step in that additional thing for chapter 1. So I guess let's get that going. What was it? It was this. Copper casings, there we go. Apparently I've reached the copper age now and I didn't do that before. And then I think we need basically, so if we're gonna make 3, let's just take a stack here. This should get us 4, I think, of the copper, 4 of the copper machines that we can make into spouts. We'll get a stack of those. And then what is the crafting recipe here? Let me see. It is 8 of the sealed mechanisms, which is, okay, cool. So I actually only needed 8 of these, but 8, 64, close enough, right? So let's do, there we go, 32. Actually, if I want to make 4 of them, then yeah. We're good there. And then let's make 4 of these, 4 copper machines, and that's it. Chapter 1, everything's done. Pretty cool. Oh, and it gives us some extra ones. Heck yeah. Let's go. I'm not used to getting actual rewards for doing these quests. Usually it's just do this, giving you a little helping hand, guiding you on what to do, but otherwise you got to get the resources on your own. Huh. You can actually put down the andesite in the copper machines, I guess. They look pretty cool. I don't know, do they do anything on their own other than just, I don't know, be a cool decorative thing. Anyway, so we'll make 3 spouts. I think that's all we need. And I gotta figure out how I assume if I just run water into them, they'll go. I don't need to power them directly. I just need to have a pump probably going into each one, I would assume. Why guess if I just need to have a pump going into each one when I can hold W to ponder and have it just display the whole setup for me? Oh, it's so cool, isn't it? And then it doesn't have to just be on a depot, right? We could also have it on a conveyor belt. Yeah, okay, or that's a drawer right there. It pulls out the Certus. It's gonna hold it in place, hopefully, until it spouts it enough to move it to the next stage. And then we just have 3 of these, and then bada bing, bada boom. Okay, Ponder is just, it's so cool, isn't it? It really is. Okay, so the conveyor belt will run underneath. I have pumps going into each one. And then let's, I don't know, hide the piping a little bit to make it look prettier. And then hopefully if we just pump into all 3, I hope it doesn't matter which way the cogs are spinning. The hope is that it doesn't matter what direction. So yeah, that one, I should be able to reverse it and still have it working. I hope. Yeah. Okay, cool. They all have water. Sick. Gonna need some funnels. Okay, drawer there. And then we're gonna pull from that one. Gonna insert into that one. Get the belt going here. And moment of truth. Let's see if it works. I hope it does. The only thing I'm concerned about is if it passes along the Certus quartz seeds before it's done. I see. Okay. So it does once, is this the next? Okay, got it. It needs a full sequenced assembly and then you have to loop it back. Oh man, the only way I know how to do this is using a brass funnel, which I don't have because I need to basically add 1 more spout, right? And then do that over here. That's not an issue, but the problem is getting it to recognize, I guess, you know what? I just make it so the drawer, I can do this without a brass funnel. I can do this. Good thing I made 4 copper machines, right? It's almost like I knew this was gonna happen. I didn't. But I should have realized when it said sequenced assembly that it was gonna work kind of similar to doing it with the deployers for precision mechanisms. Oh God! Oh no! Oh no, 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 don't do that. Well, that's what happens if you don't have... Okay, I'm glad we don't have a bunch of redstone or something like that. So if you do not have a target tank or something like that, then it gets angry. Good to know. All right, so I think I have a solution here. I put myself into a really annoying situation by having these not be stackable because of how I just did this. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get 1 all the way through the process, right? So let's just stick it through 2 more times? I think just 2 more times. And then this one, and then is that now a pure Certus crystal? Okay, cool. So I'm gonna now throw that in there, and I'm gonna lock the drawer so when we start pulling things out of here later, it doesn't lose that. And then I can put a funnel onto there, right? And now what should happen is that when I wire this out and have it loop back, it should keep sending it through until it can go into match in that drawer. So here we go. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it works. Probably gonna have to do like one additional loop here just because it's, yeah, whatever. It being like incomplete on these just makes it whatever. There we go. Hey, it worked. We got it. Okay, so now I need to get all the other unstackable ones here and throw them into, throw them into the chest, and they will all go through and get made as I fill up my inventory with this. So this is just, yeah, the chest here I just set up as like a way to easily be able to insert things. I'm hoping like I left enough real estate to be able to automate this later on once I introduce the mechanical crafters making these. But this is a lot faster than waiting for the seeds to grow in just a block, because it literally does take like hours for that to happen. So let's see, our buffer do be going down. Okay, so this uses a lot of water, it would seem. So we have to wait for these to fill back up. Or I could add another pump here and see if that like speeds it up a little bit, just so that we have a bit more able to go in here. Let's see, and do that. And then if I stick another one, I'm gonna need to run it into here so it doesn't just start spraying water all over the place. Let's get a connection here and then do that, and then, okay. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Wait, did that just turn those into not infinite water sources? There we go. Now it's working. And make it see-through. It always looks cooler when it's see-through. Okay, it wasn't processing any more seeds, so that probably isn't like a good test for it, but there we go. We have 18 pure Certus quartz crystals, which is great. So now, until we get the mechanical crafters going, we have to manually make those. But then basically what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take half of the ones that you make here, right? And you're supposed to loop them back around in order to make more seeds. So we're gonna have to figure out how to like split it 50-50. Anyway, all right, now let's start processing the Skystone stuff. Okay, so we're gonna need 2 mixers here. One to make this, and then one to make the destabilized redstone, which requires charged Certus quartz. And it says over here for one of these contraptions that you're supposed to use the charger from Applied Energistics. I don't know how to get RF, so I'm open to feedback on how to do that at the moment. Maybe, do I need to make like a Stirling generator or something like that? Let me know what the most recommended like early power source is for charging Certus quartz. Like I can test this out in the meantime by just like throwing some in, but otherwise I'm not sure what the best way is to do it sustainably. Like I have some charged Certus quartz that I've found underground, so I can at least test it, but otherwise yeah, we'll see what we can do there. Okay, so 2 mixers, and now let me wire them up. So if I put a basin and a funnel here. Oh, sick, dude. I don't even need to do a conveyor belt. Okay, I don't know what the max capacity of the basin is. If it's just gonna dump 25 stacks of skystone dust into there, but okay, we're on the clock now. Let's, I guess I could just, pipe some water off of the existing thing here, right? And just have that kind of going into the basin, and then we mix it together, I assume. Oh god, wait. It's gonna start. No, wait. Okay, we're good. It's overflowing, but wait, is it going? It's going. Frick! Oh, it doesn't know when to stop. Will it know when to stop if we put them? Stop doing it. Chill. This may or may not be a good idea as a way to have it set up, but we'll find it. Maybe once I put the mixer on top, it'll like recognize what I'm trying to do and not try to ruin my life with it. Okay. There we go. Oh, it's mixing. Oh, it do be mixing. But if I do this now, hey, okay, so it's kind of a mixture of 2 different fluids. Okay, so fingers crossed it pulls out the right thing. Does it? Does it do? It pulled out the water. How do I make this work? I don't know if it's like order of operations matters here, but let's say I do that. It's gonna start filling with water, and then I put the funnel on here, but then it just starts pumping the water out. So it's like I have to get it to only make the the void fluid stuff. And frick, dude, I don't know how this works. You know what I need? I need the smart fluid pipe, which fortunately it doesn't look like it requires brass to make. And you can filter by, see, it even shows a mixed basin here, and it'll only extract the void fluid that I need. That's how we do it. There we go. Gives us a couple of them at least, as we're definitely gonna need it for, I guess, both steps of this process. Kind of running myself into some space constraints here, so I'm trying to spread this apart a little bit, because I need to have a loop to be able to do the whole charged Certus quartz thing. And I don't want to like give myself absolutely no room for it. So I'm moving this over here a little bit rather than just putting it directly next to it. And yeah, hopefully this won't just be super duper tight. Anyway, okay, so let's see if we can get this to work with the smart fluid pipe. So I put that there, and then I filter it with the void bucket, or sorry, sky solution. It just looks like void fluid from Vault Hunters. I have the water feeding in, and I can actually use the funnel. It was only like continuing to fill because I was standing here and I was able to collect it after it hit to 64. And then we will get this going over to here. I don't know if it'd be better to like bring it underground. It's definitely getting a little busy here, but that's okay. We have a walkway, right? And then, hey, you know what I can do is rather than having to wire rotation from somewhere else, I can just take it from over here, and then this can power the pump to retrieve the destabilized redstone, and then we can just pump that directly into a tank. Oh, wait, hold on. I need to, oh God. How do I need to have this set up? I'm gonna move this, I'm gonna put the tank in there, and then, yeah, because I need to have the smart fluid pipe first, I think. It's gotta be smart fluid pipe, and then the pump, and then that can feed into the tank. So we got smart fluid pipe, and then we'll have the pump, and then switch the direction, and hopefully this will work. I'm gonna need the filter here, so actually before I have the pump wired up. Let's see if this ends up working out. So we put that there. That is going the right way. And then we're going to have that going to there. It's not pulling out any of the water, which is a good sign. And then I'm going to, once we get the sky bucket over here, which I could just manually pour in, but let's see if we can get this to work now with the funnel. There we go. Okay, it should start blending once it has enough. And then hopefully the filter will work. And we will, in a moment, start to see some of the fluid appear. Yeah, it's passing it through. Let's go, let's go. Hey, there we go. Heck yeah. And now, if I throw in some of the charged Certus quartz, yup, okay, then we should get some destabilized redstone. It basically just takes the Certus quartz, right? And it's gonna make it so it's no longer charged, I guess. Okay, so the next thing's full. That thing is full, so this thing isn't working anymore. Oh God, I'm picking things up. I can't get too close. I don't know where to put the void fluid. I'm gonna put it over here for now, and then, is there enough? Is there enough? Yeah, there we go. We got the destabilized redstone. Now we can filter there, and then we can pump it into the next thing. Hold on, I need one more pump. There we go. I'm just not used to working with fluids and create, and then wrong way. Is it going? Yeah, there we go. Okay, there's a little bit touch and go there, certainly. But here, now if I just throw the remaining ones of this. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to get the charger to work, obviously. And then I need to export out of here the not charged Certus quartz, obviously. Loop it back around, and then we'll be able to get this thing actually like sustaining itself. But hey, as long as I don't walk too close to the andesite funnel over there, it won't keep pumping in the skystone until it has room to export more of the void fluid and then make more destabilized redstone. So it's working. Okay, so let's track our progress. We've done that. We've got a water supply, clearly. I can just grab the sky solution over here. I can't put that down, so I'll need another bucket in order to grab it and complete that challenge. But okay, there's two things really that I need to work on, which is like looping things back on itself. We need to take half of the Certus quartz and loop it back to repeat the process, and we need to take the Certus quartz that's uncharged, charge it back and loop it back around. So those are the two things that I am going to brain blast on how to do in between episodes. So for now, I think that's where we're going to leave it off. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Things are really expanding down here, man. It's getting complicated, probably mostly because I haven't done too much with fluids with Create before, so probably just me. But thanks for tuning in. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to stay tuned for future episodes. And we do need to do a bit of exploration at some point so we can start getting to the end and be able to have like an occultism storage system, why is storage occultism? It's kind of a weird, connection. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.